I'll talk about the Bucs here. The Bucs have a better young core than we think. I think that we look at this team and we think like it's an aging team, right? Because Baker Mayfield's like I don't want to call him a retread, but like he's a guy who's been cast around the league, whatever. He's not like a new face. We think of them as some of the leftovers of the Tom Brady run, but like this was a pretty young team this year. This wasn't like an aging roster. Some of their most impressive players, Antoine Winfield's been, and they're a tough team to figure out because they have 3 guys who like they absolutely must bring back as free agents in Baker, in Mike Evans, and Antoine Winfield. That's tough when you have 3 guys that you must bring back, because how can you bring all 3 of them back? You only have 1 franchise tag available. We'll see how that pans out. But like Tristan Wirfs is still a young player. He made an excellent transition from right tackle to left tackle. Luke Gadecki was low-key really, really good in the playoffs and to finish the regular season. Kalijah Cansey was a home run first-round draft pick. Yaya Diaby, another rookie that gave them a ton of run this year. Rachaad White, I can't figure out where I'm going to stand on that guy in fantasy next year. No clue, but he is a guy that was super productive for them, great in the offense, and he's only a second year back. Like he could potentially be getting better. Trey Palmer is a rookie receiver who flashed for them a little bit. So they're kind of an odd team, and I felt a little more... I felt like this take had more teeth when Dave Canales was going to come back as the offensive coordinator, and he doesn't now, but he's not going to now because he's head coach of the Panthers. My thought about saying this is that don't immediately write the Bucs off as just like, they won the NFC South last year, but kind of a fluky old team on their last gasp. Like I think there's more of a core for this team to build around on both sides of the ball than you might think.
It's a good point. I'll also say that like Cade Otton was really good by the standards of that position as a rookie and had some games where he really backed it up this year. Trey Palmer was one of those guys that, just accidentally by virtue of the fact that I watch a lot of Big Ten West football, I saw a lot of him in college.
Sicko.
And he stood out on a team that did not throw the ball well at Nebraska, right? And so maybe not a huge shock to see him have some really nice moments as a rookie. I don't think that Trey Palmer necessarily is going to be a star receiver down the line, but a really good pro for a long time. I think he might be. So this is a good point and an interesting point. Like I think you're right. The cupboard is not as bare as it seemed. And then, man, you make it to the divisional round, and you got to do everything you can to run it back. Like they're a division winner who made it past a round in the playoffs. Like that's just a really impressive. That is a really impressive outcome for them. I don't know if we can get that season out of Baker Mayfield again, but he's not old. He's not
right.
He's not yet in the Joe Flacco stage of his career where it felt like a total miracle. I mean, it was within the realm of possibility that he could have other good NFL seasons. So it was a really fun finish for them. And it's a good point to make that they are not necessarily just a dusty, decrepit team.